Today on my stream, I'm going to be going over viewer games. I've got some people in the chat, and so we're having some fun, poking fun at one another, and learning some things in the process. In this game here, it's going to be a matchup between 1800 and a 1500. A viewer has submitted a game that they lost against a high-rated opponent, which is exactly the kind of game that you want a coach or whoever's reviewing your game to look at. That's how you maximize how much you learn. So let's have some fun with it and see what we can learn from this game. I've also got hierarchs loaded into, also stockfish here loaded into hierarchs. And so that's going to be a great way to give us some really, really accurate information. So I can really speak to the nitty gritty of little small parts to improve. And so that's something that you actually can't get with the chess.com game report. That's just an internet version of stockfish. I don't mess around with that. I don't mess around with just internet nonsense. Okay? Stay away from the internet at all times. Never go near it. What was I talking about? I don't know. Let's look at this game. So, okay, starts out with move E3. So, NorthernChamp is playing black. Let's see how he does it here. Also, let's preview the end real quick. So, towards the end, it looks like it's pretty much just a total wipeout. You most certainly can. Can someone maybe keep a list going in the share your games thing? I don't want to pause in between each game and then be like, well, what's next? So after, it's a wipeout towards the end. All right, let's see what happens. E3, so they're playing something kind of off the wall, a little bit strange at you. Do we only get one game? I don't know, guys. Just you can do more. It's just one game per, spot. You can just get back in the line and do another one. E3 looks like a mouse slip. No, he's always just kind of messing around. He's just doing kind of some funky stuff. After here's pawn to c5. All right, kind of unusual. Yeah, this is definitely Funktown. We in Funktown now. D3. Yeah. So this is him just saying, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I've had a rough day. Screw everything. That's basically what's going through his mind right now. Here and then c3. Yeah, I don't know. He's definitely not trying his best so far, but let's see what happens. Queen b6. All right, so a little bit strange bringing out the queen like that. I mean, I don't know. It's like, why bring out your queen here? What would be a better move? There's two good answers. c3 looks pog. So for those of you watching on YouTube, I have recently learned that pog means cool. How about that? The things you learn when you talk to teenagers. Openings don't really matter against 2000s. That's a bold statement. You keep telling yourself that. So what is the right move here? There's two good answers to this question. Anyone can answer. What are we thinking? No, it's like, you're gonna try to hypothesis. You're gonna run it by somebody who knows what they're talking about. I'm not going to go, oh, every thought you have is gold. No, if your theory sucks, I'm going to save you some time, let you know that theory sucks. I'm thinking rook b6. Interesting, kind of a little squiggly line move there. Anybody else? Rook b8? Nope. I am 2600. That is cap. What are you talking about? There's no way you're 2600. And if you are, I'm very excited, but I'm mostly sure you're kidding. Why is everyone so sarcastic on my channel? Rook b8 is really cool. And moving on. So pawn e5 is the best move here. Just controlling the center. When you look at a move like queen b6, if you're just violating a go look, get out. No way. Okay, I'm excited. Did anybody make that list? 2600 provisional. Yep. That's right. Shut him down. Let him know what's happening. Pff. Poser, man. Okay, let's keep going. I'm excited, though. Hopefully there's a list back there. Okay, so here's the thing. Whether you're in a blitz game or in a long-time control game, what you want to do with a move like this is just figure, okay, this looks odd. And then go, you know what? This looks way more normal. And then you start there, okay, and you work backwards. You don't play a move like this and you go, I haven't done this before, let's see what happens. You go, let me play the best move I can. Honestly, there's no compelling reason to make this move. Let's do something else. You don't even need to calculate. That's just an understanding thing. it's not like you're unfamiliar with that principle, right? Everyone knows the principle. Don't bring out your queen too early. That's not new information to you. You know that, you just didn't use it. Queen b6, queen there. You go pawn g6, okay? So kind of recovering now, getting your guys in. And then we have this, what? H5 is a good move here. What? Oh my goodness. It's the best move. It's even better than bishop g7. Oh my goodness. Northern Lizard, or whatever your name is. How did you come up with this fantastic move, h5? Walk us through it. We're waiting. No rush. There's just several people waiting for your answer, so take your time. Just like the best move to me, I can't explain it. Fascinating. Fascinating. Okay, so this is the best move. You don't want to go with a move like bishop g7, second best. It looks like pawn to e4, and then they're kind of making a bit of a comeback. You can go with this check, and then they go d4. It takes right here, and then white's got a little bit better position. Okay, so let's try to understand. Yeah, they go like this. They're attacking these pawns. Let's try to understand maybe why it was better to go with h5 before bishop g7, because I'm curious. I want to know. If the reputation of this was to go e4, what happens to do e4 now? Then this is an absolute disaster for white. Okay, so here and then h4. Yeah, so this threat of going to h4 next move kind of stops white dead in his tracks. Guys, I'm LeBron James. Nice, nice. Okay, that's cool. That's neat. I would say scale of 1 to neat. Call that neato burrito. So knight to h1, very sad knight over here. So the reason why this move here is so strong is that there's nothing squishy, wishy-washy about it. When you go h5, you're saying, hey, I'm going here next. What are you going to do about it? Great call there. And then you don't do it. So just completely biffed it right out of the gate. No, you got to go. You want to go here. Actually, e5 is also okay. This move, it's like a tiny inaccuracy. It's perfectly fine. If it takes back, then you take with the rook. This is fine. Despite the exciting kind of nature of these recent developments, you know, you actually, it's not actually a very sharp position. There's a lot of good moves. e5, bishop g7, or knight over here to g4. In the game, you go with this one, totally fine. I was just kidding. After here, then takes this way, and then now this is not such a good move actually for white. Clearly, with this clunky wall of pawns, they should be advancing something. Also, want to point out, appreciate you guys keeping it PG. This is for the children, so love the activity in the chat. Just make sure that you stay cool about it. So after right here, then this way. So there's this clunky wall of pawns. Clearly, they got to move one of these guys, and in this game here, they made the wrong choice. The one to go with is e4. And, you know, it kind of makes a lot of sense, right? You just bring out the bishop. Here, the bishop's still stuck in. Again, this is one of those, an average male height is 29. Great, you guys. Great. You know, man, I'm trying to teach you something here, okay? What is it? Okay, whatever. Moving on, all right? Moving on. Pawn e4 was the way to go. After this, pawn to d4. Yeah, just not so great. It's going to be hard for them to unravel here. Pawn g5. Get out of here. What was this about? NorthernChamp. You guys are pushing it. You guys are pushing it. Too shifty. You're pushing it. What is g5 about? Sacking a pawn for activity? You got to develop. Knight f6. You defend the pawn. You bring out your bishop. This is a hot pile of trash kind of a move. Unacceptable. After right here, then you go queen to h6. Oh, yes. Love it. Okay, this is fantastic. Ah, that's why you did it, because you want to open this up. Neat. Okay, objectively, it's still a bad plan, but bonus points for how cool it was. However, the problem is they can go here, and then you don't get to do this whole thing. It was creative. It was neat. I like it. Xbox is red. I need help. Neat. That seems relevant. Nice. Yeah, we are talking about Xbox. It's on the agenda. So after right here, then my chat is so random. Love it. Stacking the pawn for activity, I told you, Ryan, and I told you it's a bad move, but apparently you didn't hear me either. So if you go here, you don't get that activity. See, you go here, good luck trying to go this way. Oh, you're going to go queen g6? Okay, neat. Now what? What's your follow-up? You're going to go here? Okay, neat. Now what? You didn't believe me. I told you it was a bad move. Here you are, yelling at me in all caps. I'm explaining in plain English. A bad move is a bad move. Will you say hi to Josie? She's watching the stream with me. She's doggo. Hi, Josie. Thanks for watching. You stay with this guy, huh? That's your dog. I imagine for some reason it was you and your girlfriend with the dog. I just realized that's actually mildly sad. So it's just you want me to say hi to the dog. Okay. Very different vibe. Hi, Josie. Okay, so I'm Ryan Ackerman. Yes, that is what I said. Oh my goodness. That's cool. How old's your dog? What's your dog's name? I like small lap dogs. Those are my favorite. I used to have a Cocker Spaniel. Okay, so anyway, going back to the game here. Nice, just quoting random stuff. Yeah. So I look. Here's the thing, guys. Okay, I've watched the YouTube like reports to see where people tune out, and this is exactly where they tune out. They literally do it right now. Like if we just get derailed for so long, what people always do is just skip ahead in the video. So will you guys cut out the nonsense? I'm trying to make some quality stuff here on YouTube. You guys are messing around. It's not time for that, okay? Yes, those are things I say on my website, which I'm in the process of redoing and could tell you plenty more about, but I'm not going to do that because I'm here to teach you guys chess. Okay, this is a tactical situation. This is a nifty idea. Just the timing on it doesn't work. If there wasn't a way for white to stop this, then yeah, it's amazing. It's just that tactically it's flawed. Okay, here we go. So after this, queen to h6. Now tables turn. You actually do have a nice position. Pawn to h3, knight f6. Loving it. Loving it. This is a great attack. Now it went from great to fantastic. You have several good moves, and you make none of them. This was awful. This is a really bad move. So tell me what was going through your mind when you played that one? It was really bad, by the way. Like a horrible. It's like more than a rook. Robert, kids, children, okay? Come on. Oh, he was high up on the playground or something? He was playing on the monkey bars. That'll get you. You got to be careful with those monkey bars. Can't be multitasking like that. Are you Levy, brother? Did you just ask me if I'm a different person than what I am? Too shifty. I don't know what the deal is with you, man. Can't figure you out. He was on the moon. I don't believe that. Now you're just talking nonsense. He wanted to attack a rook. NorthernChamp, what's going on? I wanted him to take with his pawn. There's a word for that. It's called hope chess. You know? Like, I hope that they're going to drop their queen. You don't play hope chess. Have you heard of that before? Have you heard of that hope chess concept before? Hope chess is my specialty. Is your brother named Levy? All right, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and start to ignore Too Shifty, who has been just nonstop rambunctious, 0% participatory, And 100% reason to remember the name. It's a catchy song. You just don't, know what I'm talking about? Fort Minor, whatever. Let's go ahead and play that one. You guys, I know how the YouTube stuff works. This is literally exactly where people just start skipping the video, and they're just like, yeah, this guy sucks. So thanks for making my YouTube video suck. Appreciate that. NorthernChamp, have you heard of the concept of hope chest before? No, but he did do it. Okay. So this is a critical concept, actually. No, you haven't. Cool. So remember that one. I've been teaching for a long time. So when I see people's games, I can and hear the things they say, I can pinpoint certain gaps in their knowledge base. You know, and so that's a big gap for you. You know, you're only as strong as your weakest link, right? So you're 1,500 on Lichess, so I would guess that you're probably about, 1,300 on chess.com. Based on where you're at, it's significant.
Oh my gosh, thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nice. Thank you so much. So, based on where you're at, that's actually a pretty big gap, you know? So try to like wrap your mind around that a little bit, you know? Once you fix up your weakest link, you really can catapult yourself forward by quite a bit. So that's the root of it there. So you don't want to play hope chess. You want to play, even if you know they suck and that they're going to make a bad move, you just play as though they're like the world champion or something. So, the best way to go forward here is not to do hope chess with this one, but instead go g4. At which point you were up the value of over a bishop. They just can't really stop you from doing this awesome back rank. I mean this H file craziness. So after right here, like then they go what, like here check maybe. You block this way, they take here. You go like this. Knight d2, and then you just smash right through. There isn't a way for them to prevent you from going through there. But you blew it. You blew it with this move. Oh my goodness. Why do I deal with you, Northern Chess Lights Lizard guy? I did miss that. I know it. Yes, Robert, what's your question? You had mate in 3. You missed mate in 3? Does hope chess work well? No, it does not. Good question. And the answer is the same. You still, even when you're playing someone below 1,000, you still want to not go by hope chess. You're still learning. Not good enough. NorthernChamp. Too shifty. This is your warning. If you're going to spam the chat some more, you're going to get banned. Okay? You're taking away. Robert, don't encourage him, okay? Come on. You guys, get it together, all right? Thank you. Appreciate you said sorry. Mate in 2. You go this way. Boom. Boom. Got to practice your tactics. But you took right here. You're still crushing it. You're still crushing it. I can't believe they came back. You go this way. Okay, rook to h1 also would have been good. You go like this here. You go here. Yeah, I mean, little inaccuracies kind of here and there, but you're crushing it. How on earth did they come back? You're knocking it out of the park. What's happening here? There, check. You go this way. Again, perfect. You're up over the value of a queen. Okay, this move sucked. You go from up 20 points to 3. Let's get into it. Why? Let's see here. Held a message because it was yeah, you didn't, yeah, this is fine. See? I tried to PGify my chat. I thought you said something different. I know Robert. He wouldn't say something like that. So of course I said allow. Okay, why is this move bad? Instead of here, You should have gone with rook takes right here, or you can go this way. What is it, you guys, about this move that's bad? Let's figure it out. Because at some point, this went very wrong for our dear, dear friend, Southern Underdog, or something like that. My rook is red? What are you talking about? So the best way for white to proceed forward here now is to go knight to e2 when he's kind of surrounding his king a little bit with some defenses. And so this would have been a great chance to sort of go here. You can be really fancy and go here. You know, after like this takes, for example, then you can take here. I mean, it's just collapsing for white there. You know, I always notice I get primed with certain words that I hear in songs, and I find myself using them and not even realizing why. Let's go back to no words songs. This chat feels like a fever dream right now. Neat. Trying to teach a game here, guys. Get it together, okay? God. Here takes. Got to go this way. So why does this blow it? Now I want to know. Seems like there's still a chance to do it later. They take this way, and then you go here, and so your advantage is slipping. So you could have kind of crashed through, but you're doing this little zigzag thing with the queen, not really getting anywhere. And then after e5, now it's really kind of falling through your hands here, like a pile of sand or something, just slipping through your fingers now. e5, no, you can't be messing around with this e5 garbage. You know what makes this move tough to find is that you have to actually go back to a square you were on previously. You got to go here. That's something that gets me a lot, is if there's a certain position where I just have to go back to the square I was at before, it's very, very hard for me to do that because I don't want to just blatantly, admit that I was wrong to move it in the first place. So I can 100% relate to where you're coming from on this, but it was just a bad maneuver with the queen. So bad, in fact, that it was better to just, cut your losses and go back to this, again, fantastic square. This queen loves being here. This is like the zoo for a 6-year-old. It loves this square. It's like, I want to be at the zoo every day. So g3 is fantastic. Why is this so good? Well, let's say they go here. Queen to g1. It's the top engine move. Because then the rook gets to come in and go this way. Okay, and then we'll say, let's say they just do nothing. Let's say they go over like this. Now you can go bishop to h5. Okay, we'll say they do nothing again. You can start to crash through. Once you get your guys lined up really, really well, they are bullying me. Well, I don't really care at this point because you've kind of just been spamming nonsense for like a minute now. So, fend for yourself, dear too shifty, and stay. I don't want you to go. You make it fun, but just also don't spam chat. And let's keep the comments related to chess, guys. So right here, yeah, you basically just want to get all your guys lined up and then deliver the knockout punch. You know, it's kind of like a boxer, you know? Like if you're going to really like deliver a punch, you want to plant yourself on solid feet. Me too. Plant yourself on solid feet and then throw the punch, right? So like right here, you're kind of like doing a moonwalk backwards, and then all of a sudden then you're like throwing your like leg up in the air, and the king's way over here. So that's exactly how you lost your advantage completely in the matter of how many moves was that? Let me count this out here. So you went from, what was it? Okay, so between move 23 to here, you lost 19 pawns. Wow, that's a lot of pawns, guys. I wouldn't recommend doing that. 19 pawns in 2 moves. Just this little like moonwalk zigzag strategy wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. You guys are busy. They have their own lives. Or maybe they're lurking, who knows. So I'm glad you guys are here. Look, you guys are what counts. You guys are what makes me want to do this. I'm sleep deprived. I should be going to sleep, but you guys make it so much fun that we're doing this. I value you guys being here. Pawn to e5, and you're just kind of falling apart here. But you go this way, okay, and you still got a nice attack. And then right now, if you take this way, then you got him. So I think the possibility that escaped you, here's the main thing, is that there's the potential for the queen to go here. That was kind of the stick of dynamite that you sort of just, I think, overlooked. Am I right about that? Did you consider the possibility of the queen being able to go to e3? You can message him on Discord if you want. Okay, so this YouTube video is going to suck, but that's okay. Hopefully people find it entertaining. It just takes so much work to edit and trim this stuff, so I don't know. You get better at it with time. It's consistent anyway. Queen takes right here. You did consider this. Well, if you considered it, then why did you not put the queen on g3? I don't know. Just keep practicing your puzzles. Okay, so what did we learn from this game here? Oh, by the way, this is where you really start to blow it. Yes, you're just kind of zigzagging with your queen. So you struggled to come up with the breakthrough. You did a great job at achieving an excellent attacking position, and when it came, rubber meets the road, you were unable to convert it, and that got in your way there. So what I would say is two things. You have some potential for becoming a good attacking player. Second thing is, you're not there yet. Keep on practicing. Okay, again, first thing is, you got some potential to become an attacking player. Second thing is, you got to practice more. You're not there yet. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end that recording there. That's going to be for the YouTube portion, and we got some more games to look at. Let's keep doing it. Can I go after NorthernChamp? Did you guys keep that list going? I hope you did. Who's next? I don't want to waste any time. So whoever's next, we just got to, because that was like 100 messages ago. I don't know what the list was. That's not toxic, guys. I'm a professional. Oh, Too Shifty. Well, you've been so great this whole chat. Why don't you just cut the line? Is that okay with everybody? No, I think it's Piano Guy. Piano Guy is next. Too Shifty. Back of the line. In fact, if anyone would like to cut Too Shifty in line, all they got to do is just be nice and cool and send a game on Discord. And you can automatically get yourself in front of Too Shifty.